Hey y'all, we are starting a Patreon here on the Kelly Mantle Show in the Kelly Mantle Studio. So please go subscribe. We have a lot of fun activities and footage for you, bonus content with the guest, games with the guest. We've got some behind the scenes chaos and some short art house projects coming your way. So tune in. The link is in my bio. The link is on the YouTube page. And we hope to see you there behind the scenes. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle Studio? Do you know I never know where I am, but I always end up where I'm supposed to be? Isn't that unusual? The other day, I met up with my friend Ray, who was with his friend Lucille, at the Beverly Hills Bar and Grill. She's the former administrative assistant of my best friend's husband, who was an attorney before she got her PhD in geology. She had just come from the pharmacy where she had purchased an assortment of pills that she put into one Ziploc baggie because she's a lesbian. And lesbians love their Ziplocs, but they hate their plastics. And when I said this, Lucille said, "Kelly, you're just being sarcastic." Well, I noticed that she had another Ziploc baggie for her Crocs that she would put on when she had to walk down the city sidewalks to get her pills. And I finally said, "Hey, Lucille, what's the deal? How do you know which pill is which pill?" And she said, "Oh, they're not for me, Kelly. They're for the daffodils in my garden. It helps them grow." Welcome to the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle Studio? She's a famous drag queen here in the Kelly Mantle Studio because God knows the hostess is already dead.
All 6 things are speeding, Kelly.
All 6 things. We have 6 things speeding. Let's get those inside the Actor Studios questions flown in. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, action. Extra, extra. Read all about it. There's a new girl on the scene with flaming locks of auburn hair, and her eyes are blue, not green, because she's a lot more Hello Dolly than she is Jolene. Hey, Mr. Arnstein, here's your queen. This doll, this dame, this lady is insane. Lydia, she has a dream. Don't tell her not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Ain't no cloud gonna rain on her parade. Ladies and gentlemen, she's here to steal the scene. We bring to you the queen, Plasma.
Hello. I was literally... I hope that you got all of my reactions to everything you just said because I was quivering laughing.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's that's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Well, also, okay, you rewrote the poem. Said her eyes are blue, not green.
Not green, because
Wow.
she's a lot more Hello Dolly than she is Jolene.
Oh.
Oh my God, how excited am I to have you here? And before we even waste one more second, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Boomer sooner, boomer sooner, boomer sooner, boomer sooner. Oh my God, we are set. Bachelors of Fine Arts, annoying assholes.
Honestly, we should have come out in the covered wagon, the schooner.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
When I found out that you went to OU, where I also went to school, it's the University of Oklahoma. We do not call it Oklahoma University.
That's right. For some reason.
For some reason. We don't know why. We both graduated from OU from the theater department. This is amazing.
I know. I wish we had been there at the same time.
Girl.
Can you imagine?
I love this.
That was me too. Okay, so I actually wanted to ask you who your acting professors were.
Honey, we have some of the best training. That school is amazing.
Well, look at the material. Look at the alumni network.
Hello. I had Ray Paulino. I had Linda McDonald. I know that they're not there anymore, but I'm still in touch with them. But the one that I know that we both know, Lady M.
Oh,
Mary Margaret Holt.
Mary Margaret Holt. The dean.
She was head of the dance department when I was there, but I'm pretty sure she probably owns OU at this point. I mean, I'm convinced that when the world ends, there will be cockroaches and Cher and MM.
Cockroaches, Cher, Mary Margaret Holt, the dean of the College of Fine Arts at the University of Oklahoma, and like, Barbara's underground cellar where like she has her like mini village.
Oh, I didn't.
Do you know about this?
No. What is this?
Well, as long as we're talking about theater icons like Dean Mary Margaret Holt, Barbara Streisand has. She
the
famously
mall
has,
in her
mall.
Malibu
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
I always wonder, does it have like a Cinnabon? An orange Julius?
Oh, you know it does. It's probably got a nail salon so she can go get her naturals done, like her big long naturals.
Have
Her
you ever
big,
driven by
long
the
naturals.
house?
No, never.
No?
No, and I also bucket list item is to drive by Marilyn Monroe's last house.
Oh, yes.
In where was that? Brentwood. Yes. Yeah, where Anna de Armas desecrated the space for Blonde, the motion picture.
I know. I lived in that residence because I was told by 2 psychics that I was Marilyn Monroe in a past life, and I fully believed them.
Who are the psychics?
There was one in Texas, in Waco, Texas, that told me that, and then there was another one in New York City that told me that. Isn't that wild?
I love that.
So who else do we know? Did you know Kay Cogar?
No.
She was a dramaturg.
This
Theater
is going
history.
well.
I know, right?
Right?
Chris Freihofer.
Oh, yes.
We love Chris.
We love Chris. I actually, when I got to go to the Emmys for season 16, I texted him and he was like, "You're at the fucking Emmys?"
That's amazing.
I was like, well, yeah.
So this is amazing. And we are Weizenhofer queens. And I find this truly, truly ironic because I was actually at OU when they built the Weizenhofer Studio Theater, named after Max Weizenhofer.
Yes.
So I was actually in the first show that was in the Weizenhofer.
Which was?
It was called Lysistrata.
Yes.
Lysistrata. Some people pronounce it Lysistrata. Some people pronounce it Lysistrata. And then fast forward, you had your very first drag show in the Weizenhofer. Is this correct?
That's true.
For
That's
a pageant.
True. Yes.
And your dad built you a mobile sidewalk with a built-in fan to blow Marilyn's dress up.
That's true. Well, your dress. I was just paying you an homage.
Hello.
Yeah,
You were being me,
Of course.
basically.
That is all true.
Oh my God. First of all,
so-
how cool is your fucking dad? And second of all, your first drag number, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we did a charity drag fundraiser pageant called Miss STI, which stood for Student Theater Initiative. And nothing else. And that was my
Did you have to test for it?
Yeah. Well, you had to audition.
Ba-boom.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You have to audition with your blood samples. But my dad, I did a Maryland number my sophomore year, and my dad was like, "Can I help? Do you need anything?" And I was like, "Well, actually, my dream is to do Venus by Bananarama." As Marilyn in the white 7-year-itch dress on a moving sidewalk platform that has a box fan built into it that blows my skirt up while I'm being wheeled around the stage. And he said, "Say no more, I'm on it." And he built just that.
He did.
He did.
I love your parents. Your parents show up in the Trixie. If you haven't seen it, go to Trixie's YouTube channel. When Trixie was on her sabbatical, she showed up and did an afternoon of makeup. And your Trixie ended up great, by the way. Your parents come out in the video. They are adorable.
And can I tell you, they are like that all the time.
Yes.
They are just that sweet. Like
we are so lucky. My parents
Yeah.
were the same way. My dad drove me to all my little speech competitions. They were my biggest cheerleaders and biggest supporters.
Wait,
did all the forensics. Did you do the forensics?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, honey.
Oh,
UT
yeah.
Austin. Do you know Karen Baker from UT Austin? Yes. I know. We're going to go on and on and on, honey.
We're gonna go on and on. And
we
you know
are.
what? And you're here at the
I
Kelly
know.
Mantle Show.
They're
to see
sitting there
just
watching this going, we don't know any of these people.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not for you.
This is not for you right now. This is
Yeah,
us connecting,
it's for
honey.
her, Marilyn Monroe, and me, Bernadette fucking Peters.
Speaking of the Trixie show that she was on, we brought a gift for you. Where is it at, John Mark or someone? We brought your very own bottle of Trixie's Serve Vodka. In case you want to partake in some shots, we will make sure that you get home or to your hotel safely.
Well, do you drink?
I do.
Can we christen this together?
We sure can. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do some ASMR, lover.
Yes, there we go. Let's promote the Trixie vodka.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
This is the Trixie Serve Vodka, which I'm told is farmed straight from the plains of the PEG studio in Burbank.
Oh.
And it tastes just like Trixie's pink. Look how yummy that looks.
Oh my God.
Doesn't that look like a chickle?
Looks like a little teeny wiener.
A little.
That looks like a little wiener that you're like, oh, that's it. I'm going to go home. That is.
Yeah, this looks like
diabolical.
a trick, a trap.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
But I bet just a little tip of it would feel good. Trixie vodka, ladies and gentlemen, here with plasma, is going to get drunk again.
That's exactly right.
Trixie vodka, that's why we brought her here, just to get her drunk and talk about theater.
Yes.
Because that's what we are. We're a bunch of theater dames that like to talk about theater.
And I think my whole experience on season 16 can be summed up by drunk twink, can I say the F slur? Drunk twink talks about musical theater and goes home soon.
Ding! Ding! Hey, honey, I'm here for it.
Do you have a cup?
No, where's my glass? Why don't I have a shot
Can we
glass?
get Kelly a glass?
Goddamn sons of bitches. We don't have anything planned here at the Kelly Mantle Show. This is all made out of car tires and chicken wire. It's amazing. We have this down here. I don't know what that is.
What even? That looks like...
I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. We have this
Is it a balloon? Is it light?
thing. I don't know what this is. It's down here in the middle of us, and it's not...
It's like the head from a Jack in the Box, man.
I don't think these drapes have been steamed and nothing. See, the theater department would be very discouraged.
Oh.
Did you know Mike Buchwald and Koopy? Were they there when you were there?
So I never had class with Buchwald, but I heard the stories, the legends.
He hated me.
Oh, apparently he hated everyone. But
everyone.
I think he also taught makeup at the School of Drama. Like he taught the makeup classes, which I never took. I've never taken a makeup class.
Well, no wonder I look like I do. Thank you, John Mark.
Oh, now hers
Give it up for John Mark.
Give it up for John Mark. Ladies, I've made my decision.
Do I sashay away?
Shit,
or
that's...
do Shantae, you stay? Oh, you give me the bigger one.
Yeah, well, you got the bigger one, so I'll take this one.
Salud.
Salud.
To Trixie Mattel and to Plasma.
Yes.
And to the Kelly Mantle Show.
May it reign forever. Oh, I really gave you like a double and a half.
God.
Oh, God.
That's like a zipper. Oh, my
Here,
God.
Here, in solidarity,
there
I'll
you
do
go.
a little bit more.
Just, do a little bit more
Yeah,
just to make me feel better.
If you do, oh, my God, that's a whole other...
Trixie, this is going to put hair on my vagina.
Oh.
This is amazing. I love it. It tastes like a pink... sphere. It's
it tastes
wonderful,
like
though, isn't it?
Iambic
wonderful?
pentameter.
It's really Now look at this razzle dazzle.
Oh,
look at this razzle dazzle.
Thank you.
I want to get into where all of this came from. Was it pleasant growing up in Mount Pleasanton?
No. If not for my family, then it would have been a hell.
I bet.
But like from the moment I came out, my parents were like going out of their way to show their allyship and everything they knew. And
That's amazing.
Yeah, like when I was looking at colleges, they wanted to make sure that there were queer student body programs, and like I ended up going to Oklahoma. But that is like where I ended up starting drag. And
why did you choose OU? Was it just for the theater department?
Yeah, well, the department's really great. So I went to the School of Musical Theater. And I got in-state tuition, I think, as an offer.
Yeah.
But that may have been based on my ACT scores. I used to be really smart.
Honey, I did too.
Oh, my
and then
God.
I forgot everything.
I forgot
because
everything.
I was really good at studying the night before and I could memorize it.
Totally.
Like lines, like dialogue. You
Yeah.
just go,
Yes, because she's a woman of the theater.
Honey, I was part of the president leadership class at OU. I got the PLC scholarship, honey.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Honey, David Boren, honey.
Oh, the late, the great.
The great David Boren.
Yeah.
I was really good friends with his daughter, Carrie, and then she became an evangelical.
Well, did his daughter Carrie know that he was a fag?
Probably why she became an evangelical. Speaking of, we have a transvestigation unit here at the Kelly Mantle Show, and I need to know what this is. Your grandfather was the lieutenant governor of Texas, a Republican, and your uncle is also a legislator?
My grandfather was a Texas state senator who, when George W. Bush became president of the United States, my grandfather was elected by his peers in the Texas Senate to assume the lieutenant governor position
when he
in a
became
strange, once-in-a-lifetime election.
And how old were you when that happened?
I was 2 or 3.
Okay.
I was a baby.
Right.
But I actually, and then my uncle, yes, was a state senator in Texas. They both know about my queerness and my drag career and that I was on Drag Race, and they watch the show and they love it. They're wonderful, supportive, allied people.
Good.
Like, because of partisan politics in Texas, I feel like there are a lot of legislators or people who want to be in office who feel the need to run on a Republican platform in order to actually be elected by their constituents.
Right.
You know? So like if you're running for office in Texas and you run as a liberal, there are a lot of people in your constituency that won't vote for that because you're in Texas. So like in order to get to office, you sort of have to like run on a platform that will get you elected. You know, it's like why partisan politics is so fucked. And fun fact, my dad, who's a lobbyist in the Texas state politics, was fighting against the anti-drag legislation in Texas while I was filming Drag Race.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So he was coaching. There were drag queens in Austin with a company called Extragrams that was assembling, you know, drag forces to go testify on the Senate floor. And Dad was coaching drag queens on their testimonies, like the verbiage they would be saying while I was literally filming RuPaul's Drag Race. And he couldn't tell anyone where I was. But
And you couldn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
But they knew, right?
They knew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was the first person I called when I got eliminated. I got the burner phone from production. And he didn't recognize the number. He goes, "This is Thomas." And I was like, "This is Plasma." And he fucking had a meltdown on the phone.
Oh, no.
It was sweet.
That's amazing. I have no idea who these people are. Jonathan Bally or Jonathan Groff.
Oh!
I've never heard of either one of those names.
Wait. Can you confirm or deny that you're wearing a wicked promotional dress?
Hello. It has the green ticket. Ticket?
Just the green ticket
Salute.
tag. Salute.
It has the green tag Wicked on it, and I got it just for you.
Let us be glad. Let us be grateful.
Have you ever been in Wicked?
Have you? Hello. So Jonathan Bailey played Fiyero in the Wicked movie.
Judy Garland about
Wait. I would say Jonathan Groff was like my sexual awakening.
Which one's that? This one with the mustache.
Wait, which one? No, Jonathan Groff's that one. I would honestly, I hate to say it. I would
he's
say
the one that looks like Trapper John MD.
Yeah, I would say, well, I've met Jonathan Groff, and he's a lovely, wonderful human being, and he gave me a nice, firm hug. And also his nudes from an indie film turned me gay.
Well,
So
I was getting ready to say he looks like he could eat a mean asshole. I mean, really, look at those lips and look at those eyes. He just looks hungry for an asshole. These music videos that you do are out of sight. If you have not seen these music videos, go to Plasma's YouTube page. The budgets. How do you get the permits? You're on the Hudson fucking River.
Yes.
These music videos are incredible.
Thank you.
They're incredible. She does the tap dance on the boat to Anything Goes.
Well, we started
Don't
with...
Rain on My Parade.
Yeah, that was our first one.
Which you actually sing in the video.
Yes,
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm actually working on trying to sing more because I feel like it's a niche skill, and if I'm going to be a theater twink with a BFA, I'm going to weaponize it, you know?
And how long have you been tapping?
Officially since I got to University of Oklahoma with Lynn Kramer. Did you ever take class from Lynn Kramer?
No, but I know about Lynn Kramer. Yeah,
Oh,
I've had
yeah.
friends that,
She's a
she's
beast.
amazing.
Yeah. She got me, I had never tapped more than like a YouTube tutorial for school,
you're
and she
so
got me
good
through.
at it.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
my
I love
God.
it. And then you just did this new one that I love, Thanks But No Thanks, performed by Dolores Gray.
Yes.
From the film It's Always Fair Weather. And that is just, your look in it is, it's just majestic. And it's so Lucille Ball and it's everything. And then you flip the script and give us a video that we've always been wanting for Gaga's Bloody Mary. Has she seen it?
I've heard that she has seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've also heard that Barbara has seen Don't Rain on My Parade.
I was getting ready to ask.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard through like various people who kind of know them through the ether,
Right.
that they've both seen both like their respective tribute videos.
Right.
Yeah, Bloody Mary we shot in 2 days.
And that
it
was like a response to your elimination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to, you know, like you get on Drag Race and I feel like today you get on the show and it's so much about, I don't know, you either make it all the way or you're like campaigning for All Stars from the get-go. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have as much fun as I could. And then when I realized that there was Barbra Streisand challenge, I was like, okay, so I should be here. Like, this makes sense. And then that there was the Rusical, which was The Sound of Music. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
No, it's a great season for you.
Thank you. Yeah. It felt very much like aligned or in the stars or whatever. And then when I got sent home to Bloody Mary, I was like, I've never really been close to this song. I didn't really like know this one apart from Gaga's other work. And I realized like, oh, everything has been very intentional this whole time, spiritually, cosmically. And I've always been very drawn to, you guessed it, Lady Macbeth.
Yes.
And like Shakespeare tragedy and the drama and the witchcraft of that. And so I wanted to do another video that was sort of more a part of my psyche and my depth and my Scorpio nature, because I'm a Scorpio. And I don't know.
Oh, it turned out great. And the bathtub scene, I mean, that's a whole other side of plasma that we get to see.
Yeah, my nipples.
I love. Yeah.
A whole other side
and
of
there's
plasma.
a lot more in that bathtub if you think about it. Now, so wait, I love to do this, since we're talking about all of this, I love to talk about dream roles here on the Kelly Mantle Show. And I like to tell my guests what my dream roles for you are. And then you get to tell me, thank you.
Yes.
You get to tell me if any of these are on your list or what your dream roles are.
I love this show.
I do. You know, we have fun here on the Kelly Mantle Show.
Oh, that's my Bernadette Peters. I should have done Bernadette Peters for the fucking Snatch game. I did Patti LuPone instead.
Into the Woods?
Yes.
You have to.
I have to.
Have to.
Nina West is doing it right now.
Is she?
And I was like, hi, Nina. That's so interesting that you would do that.
Really?
Yeah, really curious. But yeah, she's playing the witch right now.
Is she? Where at?
Yeah. Fuck if I know. Somewhere that I should have been hired. Somewhere that we should have gone.
Somewhere we should have gone.
Somewhere that's green. What? Oh, who cares?
She's doing it in Ohio. She's doing Into the Woods in Albany, Ohio. And it's going to be equity. To equity.
To equity.
To equity.
Oh, in Ohio.
We brought you a gift here, Plasma.
Now, what the
on
fuck
the
is
Kelly
that?
Mantle Show. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You can do your Shakespearean soliloquy here too. This purple head of lettuce. If you...
Wait, I do this fun bit at my shows sometimes. If someone will tip me enough money, I'll do a monologue from Much Ado About Nothing.
Okay.
On the mic. Should I do it right now? It's not Alas Poor Yorick, which I feel like this is what that's giving. It's giving Hamlet. I'll go. Oh Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woolen. And what of he who hath no beard? What shall I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? No. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth, he is not for me. And he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I would even take sixpence in earnest of the bearer and lead his apes into hell. Well then, go I into hell? No, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold with horns on his head and say, get you to heaven, Beatrice. Get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids. So, deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter in the heavens. And he shows me where the bachelors sit. And there live we as merry as the day is long.
Oh my God!
I haven't done that in years.
That is insane, honey. If I could stand up, I would. I would. I'm giving you a standing ovation.
Thank you.
Bravo,
Thank
bravo.
you.
That is incredible. From Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes, Beatrice from the party scene from the masquerade.
Honey.
that was one of my college audition or college monologues that I worked
Over
on.
in the old science hall.
Yes,
honey. Yes,
literally
in the old science hall.
One, all the professors in the school of drama were like, "You really should find a male monologue," and I was like, "I really think you should fuck off."
No, I think you should fuck off. That's what I'm saying. Throw gender out the door. Are you kidding? That monologue was made for you.
Yeah, dream role, Beatrice and Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Shakespeare was made for cross-dressers.
Okay, so who else I want to see? When you're older, Mama Rose and Gypsy, obviously, but you have to be
100%.
older.
Yeah.
Peggy Sawyer in 42nd Street. The Stairway tap dance.
Yeah.
Honey, that's in your future.
I would love to be the diva who gets upset for no reason.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
what's
would
her
be
name?
good.
Dorothy?
A lot less work, too.
A lot less work.
A lot less work.
And probably
for
better.
the same pay.
Well, yes. Better for equity.
Adelaide and Guys and Dolls.
Okay, now we need to talk about
Luck
this
be a
one.
lady tonight.
Luck be a
honey.
lady. Honey, a person could develop a cold. You know? I have a friend who worked on Cats, the Jellicle Ball, at the PAC in New York. Did you hear about this production?
No.
They did Cats, which is like, but they did it in like ballroom culture.
Oh.
So like Old Deuteronomy was Andre DeShields as like the master of ceremonies.
That.
Yeah, and they were all like prancing, dipping, splitting,
Well, now
all of
you
that.
have a thing where you do a mashup to Lonely Goat Herd from Sound of Music to Kim Petras' Throat Goat.
I do.
Can you give us a little bit of this? What is this? What is this?
This is the performance mix that I made many, many years ago. And I'm convinced it's the reason why they chose the Sound of Rusic for my Rusical. Because it starts as, like, high on a hill was a lonely goat herd. Like traditional. And then it goes, and then it goes into the Screaming Goats. Like the Screaming Goat compilations from YouTube, where it's goats that just go, yeah. So it goes into some of those.
So it goes into that.
Yeah.
Into Kim Petras.
As it should, into Kim Petras.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because, Julie Andrews deserves to slob on the knob just like the rest of us.
Honey, Julie Andrews needs something down her throat too, And then the last one for me is Sweet Charity.
Oh, I would love to.
Do you do Fosse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Fosse.
I bet you could.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was my shit in college.
Yes.
The Rich Man's Frug.
With the chair.
Yes. Oh yeah. All the the subtle.
Yes. I need to see it. So what are some of your dream roles? I mean, I know we've already said some, but what are some of your ideas and ambitions as an actor and actress?
Yeah. Well, speaking of Fosse, I mean, it would be my dream come true to do Roxy.
Yes.
On Broadway, especially if Jinx would come back to be Mama.
Oh my God.
So then it's like a full, because the internet's calling me Twinks Monsoon.
Are they?
Yeah, or they were back when I was relevant.
Now, are you a Jinx fan?
Oh, love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just worked with her for the first time ever, and she
What'd
was
y'all do?
We did a little, I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but it was like a little voiceover
Okay, cool.
action thing for the network.
Did you see her Carnegie Hall show?
No, I didn't. I mean, it was sold out.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I
Yeah.
had her here on the pod and I said, I want to come see it. She's like, well, it's sold out.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
that bougie
thanks.
bitch. Well, and I saw her opening night in Chicago as Mama.
Oh.
And I have, I've lived in New York for a couple of years now. You could have gotten a ticket from you couldn't beg someone
No, honey.
to
She's
take
taken
your
over the
Chicago
Broadway
tickets off
box
of you.
office, honey.
Yeah.
Go to Broadway.com and you see a picture of Jinx.
Literally, we only could get tickets to the back row of the balcony.
Oh, wow.
So we were literally sitting next to the lighting technician at the Ambassador Theater, and I was like, I didn't even know this place went up that high.
That's amazing.
She's amazing. She's a supernova.
She really is.
Yeah, and also it's so exciting to see someone who is not only talented and equipped, but also part of our zeitgeist as drag race queens or as drag queens. And queer performers who are, thrust into reality TV and sort of discounted for having talent or opinion or
Isn't
personality.
that something? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's funny because I dealt with that going home first with the placement on the show. Because
my
a lot
God,
of
yeah.
people will equate your placement on this show to your level of talent.
Yeah.
And your skill level, I guess I should say. And that's not the case at all because a lot of times, when you see and hear interviews from actors and stuff, we're actually very shy people,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it. And so I was like the worst candidate to be on reality television. And I wish I would have known that because people always say, well, didn't you know that before you went into it? I wish I would have.
Well, also, nobody
and I
knows.
didn't know that until I got there and I was all like, oh, wait, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Well, and also, didn't you know that before you got there? No. How many people have filmed reality TV before they go film reality TV?
I know. So
yeah.
it's like, yeah.
That, and also, that very,
so
very
your
much
placement
that.
on the show has nothing to do with your level of talent.
100%. And sometimes your placement on the show is misleading in terms of how much talent you have.
Well, hello.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, Have you met Patti?
No. But
I thought you met.
No, I
Didn't
haven't
see
met
you
her
on a
yet.
red carpet together?
No.
Oh, no.
Well, we may have been
It
at
must
the
have
same
been
event.
AI.
I don't think... Which will destroy the earth. Or I'll destroy whoever is destroying
But you
my...
looked great. It
Yeah,
was
well,
amazing. You and Patti looked lovely
They gave me a
together.
little Paris filter and everything. No, but she's supposed to be at the GLAAD Awards tomorrow.
Oh.
Which I'm attending.
That's amazing.
I'm so excited.
I know. I wonder if she saw your Snatch Game.
I hope she did. I've heard that she's seen my Snatch Game. That's the other thing is I've saluted all these divas.
Right.
In everything I've done. I've heard that Barbara has seen my Don't Rain on My Parade video.
Right.
I've heard that Gaga saw my Bloody Mary. Dolores Gray's dead, so she can't see things about, but no thanks.
Oh, she saw it from a distance.
She saw it, yeah.
Speaking of from a distance, Bette Midler? I mean, she has to be a...
I love her. I haven't done a Bette Midler.
I know, and
tribute
I
yet,
wondered that because I was looking and I was like, I don't see any Bette in your repertoire.
Oh, yeah.
In your repertoire.
In my repertoire.
In your repertoire.
And it's wide open, darling. Yeah.
Have another shot of this Trixie vodka, why don't we? Speaking of Bette Midler. No, but I mean, seriously, I see so much Bette in you, which is amazing because I love that your grandmother had a magnet of I Love Lucy.
How do you know this shit?
I know everything. I'm psychic.
She's I don't believe in an omnipotent God until right now in this very moment.
But it's true. There is this association with grandmothers being. My grandmother was my best friend. And when I had no one to hang out with growing up in Churchville, farm town, football community, Oklahoma.
Corn sucking and fucking.
Yeah. I would go hang out with my grandmother and we would play pageant and Carol Burnett show and everything.
Yes.
And so when I was eliminated, RuPaul tugs on her ear to me. And that was her nod to me because we both know that we both love Carol Burnett. And Carol Burnett used to do that on her show as a nod to her grandmother.
Wait, did you see my elimination?
Yes.
When I went home,
yes.
I said her tagline, her sign off, and I wiggled my ear.
Wiggled your ear.
And I have a guilty confession. I haven't watched season 6 in years. Years and years and years and years. So like I'd forgotten until you just said that.
Well, yeah, and it was episode 1. So I mean, you.
Well, if I had seen any of the season, I would have seen the first episode. Well, here to Carol Burnett.
To Carol.
I'm so glad we've had this time together.
I'm so glad we had this time together. Why did you choose the pussycat wig for your reveal in the finale? Why did you choose the pussycat wig for your reveal in the finale?
So, there comes a point, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Kelly, that you're on reality TV and your people are making asks of you. And then you get on the internet and people want to see something different, or they want to see things that they're familiar with. They want to see me they don't want to see Julie Andrews, they want to see Kim Petras, which is why I do Julie Andrews and then Kim Petras.
Well, and if you think about it, when you went home was on the Gothic Challenge, and you were trying to give them something that went against what you were wanting to give. So this really does have some connection to your inner saboteur.
Yes, well, and
which can take over. And you think, yeah.
Well, and then
because when I think of what you would have given for that Gothic, the whole like Sunday in the Park with George or whatever it was.
Yeah, I had this like demonic sort of like hooded, velvet draped rendering done, and then Dawn came over and was like, I've seen you in that before, and I should have just listened to myself.
Bianca won with the same dress, with different colors.
Her coat of many colors. Her mother gave to her.
Exactly.
No, but specifically with the lip sync Lollapalooza and that reveal into that short pink wig. I remember showing up in that look and thinking, okay, I look like an Ariana Grande wannabe impersonator in a bubblegum color palette. And I, under this wig that everyone wants me to wear, have a Golden Girls tight curled bob. And I'm just, in a way, I just need to stick it to someone who's telling me to wear the long human units and the cunty lip sync cat suits from Fashion Nova and all of these things that I don't want to do. I want to be doing Lucy. I want to be doing Chicago.
That wild?
Yeah, I want to look like a Golden Girl. I was the youngest girl on season 16 and I like being the oldest bitch in the room.
I love that.
I just do.
Yeah.
And it's because of like spending time with my grandmother, watching Lucy, watching Carol Burnett.
Well, honey, it's your soul, it's your spirit.
Yeah.
That's what I say. When I saw you in these music videos, I'm like, no, are you kidding me? Like, you're giving the performances that it's amazing.
Thank you.
Like, and that is where your heart and your spirit and your soul lies. And don't ever stray from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you can certainly like evolve and try different mediums and whatever, but no, don't ever stray from that.
Yeah. Well, it's been hard since I was on the show of trying to, I feel like we're tricked into becoming influencers because the show is so big and because people want to see us online. And I've felt myself trying like subconsciously to cater towards an online demographic.
Yeah.
And that takes me very far away from the 1950s Hollywood shit that got me to fall in love with drag in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm like in a process of refinding that.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard, girl.
Do I know, honey? I haven't got my workout in today. Oh my God, I have to work out. I've been drinking this vodka and I'm like, I'm freaking. Are you watching the new season, speaking of Drag Race?
I surely am.
To RuPaul.
To RuPaul.
Oh, there we go. What do you think of Tootsie Scooter? That's what we call her here on the Kelly Mantle Show, even though her name is Susan
Elizabeth Tootsan Scooter.
Wrote the flag of the United States of America, Susan Albright. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Susan Albright. To Susan Albright.
Damn it.
Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
Showed the flag. Or did she write the Star Spangled Banner of America? I don't know.
I don't know. I am a big fan of Tootsie Scooter.
Are you?
Yes, I think she's wonderful. She's also a great human being, which is what I look for now more than anything else. Is like, you can be on the show, you can have a great run, you can be successful, you can win the whole goddamn thing, whatever. But if you're not a good human, if you don't understand how to like treat someone with respect, whether they went home first on the show and you're meeting them for the first time, or whether they won whether they're the double crown Kentucky Derby winner Jinx Monsoon of the show, like how much respect do you give other people? And Susie gives a lot of respect to the people that I've seen her interact with personally. So I hold her in very high regard. And also, she's the next BFA baby to tread the board.
She's the next tap dancer to tap her heart into your soul.
Yes, and possibly your holes if they're open and legible.
Judy Garland or Barbra Streisand. You can only save one from Sharon Stone's house that's been hit by a tornado. Judy Garland's lying there popping her pills, and Barbra Streisand is begging for to save her.
Honestly,
Papa, can you hear me?
Papa,
can you see?
Honestly, between Judy Garland and Barbra Streisand, I would save both of them and myself.
Oh, that's a great answer.
Yes, but if I had to choose between the two of them, I would save Barbara. I have to no. Oh my! Wait, I would save.
My God.
I don't
even
know.
know.
I don't know.
Don't
tell me not to live.
Just sit and butter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter.
We should do one sometime.
Oh
if
my
you're ever in
God.
New York, let's film one.
God.
Yeah, please.
You know what we could do?
What could we do?
I don't know if they actually have a lot of moments together, though. I was going to say I could do what's her name from Annie, and you could be Annie. I could be the Mrs. O'Wiggins. Miss Hannigan.
Carol
I was going to
Burnett.
say Mrs. O'Wiggins.
Miss
Hannigan.
Well, Carol Burnett. Yes.
I don't know if they actually have any moments together, though, a lot.
Her and Annie?
We
Yeah,
could
you would just
figure it out.
degrade me and spit on me and call me a little dog.
God, that would be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
I love that. I love abuse. Here on the Kelly Mantle Show, we like to play drag association, where I call out a drag queen name or a drag-related verb or noun or pronoun or syllable, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Do I have your consensual consent?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? And I'm going to cover my eyes so I can't look anywhere around the room for an association that isn't the first thing my brain thinks.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know if that helps, but my theater
It does.
kid.
We should actually, yes, I love that.
Yes.
Because now you can't see.
Now I can't see anything but Katya's wiener on the table and a head of cabbage.
And we're actually taking you on a cargo ride.
You say a Congo ride?
Uh-huh.
We're going to the
A roller coaster. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
A mandatory meeting.
Makeup changes. Oh, God.
I don't even know what that means, but it's amazing.
You know, I will say Amanda has done some really incredible work on her makeup. In the last couple of events I've been to with her, I'm like, well, God damn it, she looks better than the rest of us. What the fuck happened? She used to be this purple head of cabbage, and now she's a gorgeous glamazon warrior.
The evolution.
The evolution.
Maya Mon LaPage.
Bloody Mary without a wig. Or shoes.
Or shoes.
Or shoes.
One of my favorite lines, what is it? Get your bracelets untangled from your arm hair.
Oh.
What was the line?
Wait, I'll recreate it. Okay.
Okay. Because I promise. Oh, actually, I don't have any arm hair anymore.
Oh, you said
Anymore.
I got rid of that in the fire.
Yes. Exactly.
I go, well, you know what, Miss Jane? Why don't you untangle that bracelet from your arm hair before you keep going?
That was everything, girl.
That was my like
so good.
one true dig.
I know, that was like your one.
Yeah,
like,
that was the one.
I'm like, there's the BFA, honey.
There's
She's coming
the BFA.
in. She's coming in with
I
a read,
couldn't make
honey.
RuPaul laugh once, but the edit was favorable.
Plain Jane, speaking of.
Oh, a sister, actually, truly. Well, so it's not just sister, it's sister.
Yes.
But she and I thought I was going to awaken to living hell every day of the Christmas tour we just went on together. She and I got so close.
Oh, I love that.
I actually genuinely, there is such an adorable, stupid,
You can
irreverent,
see it.
dumb
I've
bitch
never
under
met her
there.
and I don't know her, but yeah, you can just online, you can, I mean, from a distance, you can tell that she has a heart somewhere under there.
She really does. Well, and like I go out of my way to be kind to people, or I try. You can quote me. And I think Plain has a demeanor that is a little bit off-putting.
Yeah.
But we shared the dressing room a lot. It was just the two of us in there for most of the tour. And we got so close and we're like laughing like stupid fucking idiots most days. Yeah, I love that girl. I wish I could say, it would be better for my brand if I still hated the bitch, but I really don't anymore.
Well, actually, let's do it again and then we'll edit that part out. Plain Jane.
Fuck her!
Marsha.
Oh, Broadway, cabaret.
Broadway cabaret.
I also
Do you know Marsha?
I do. I've never seen a Scorpio so polar opposite of myself.
Really?
Yes, she's one of those. Can I do my impression of Marsha?
Yes, please do.
Well, I'd have to take off all of my makeup, but
Wait, can you stand up and show our beautiful listeners what this gorgeous? Look at this. This is amazing, honey. She's giving us showgirls. She's giving us Broadway. She's giving us diva.
she's giving us a peek
She's
behind
giving
the
us a
unseen
giving us a nipple slip. It's wonderful. I love it all. Yes.
This is my impression of Marsha. Whenever I'm around her, she just sort of goes like, "Hi," and then just like saunters away.
Just away.
Yeah. But
It's very
lovely.
Valentina, actually. The one time I met Valentina, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I think so." And she's like, "Okay." And walked off, and I was like, "Oh, am I not okay? Maybe I'm not okay.
Wait,
I don't know.
Someone get me a mirror and a Klonopin. I'm not okay.
I don't think I'm okay now. All of a sudden,
I suddenly have the feeling that I'm not very okay.
I don't think I'm okay. I love that.
I love it.
And the one and only RuPaul. Do that very well.
Okay, so my favorite, other than winning my first challenge, my favorite moment on RuPaul's Drag Race season 16 was after most of the lip syncs for your life. Morphine Love, Dion, and I would be standing next to each other upstage when we were both safe because we deserved to be there. And RuPaul would wait for the camera to come back up. She would listen to her little, her voice in her head. And she'd go, "Okay, am I allowed to do that? I'm probably going to get canceled for doing this. Let's not air most of this." But after every lip sync for your life, RuPaul would come back from the lip sync and she'd start clapping. She'd go, "Wow." Ladies.
It's so true. She does. She goes straight from the laugh.
Straight from the
into
laugh.
I know.
She's like, "I'm going to choose laugh MP3 number 4. And then I'm going to mix it with a little bit of number 1. I'm going to..."
Very that. The first time she came into the workroom on season 6, because we used to hang out backstage at 7969 Club Peanut. You've heard.
Yeah, yes, of course, the legend, the infamous.
The infamous. And, and so I'm there on the thing, and she comes up and she's like, "Hello, I'm RuPaul." And I was like, "Ru, what's up, girl? I said, how you been? It's been forever since I've seen you." And she goes, "What's that?" And I'm all like, "What's what?" Because I didn't know and she's like, "Say it again." And I was like, "What?" I said, "I haven't seen you in a long time," because I thought she was talking to me.
She comes into the workroom. Hello. Walks down the stairs. I practiced. Morphine and I will look at, every time I see Morphine Love Dion, we look at each other and we go, "Wow." But day 1 of Drag Race, she walks in the door. Hello. Walks down the stairs to her little mark on the floor and she arrives and she goes,
Just stands there. I know.
She goes, "Plasma, you're one funny girl." And I'm like,
I know. And then I was stupid enough to ask her to change sides with me because I was like, "This is my good side." And the cameras are standing over here. I said, "Can we just switch so that they're hitting me this way?" And she's all like, "Sure."
Did she really?
I went home. So your first introduction to drag was Trixie and Katya.
Yes, my first like the first drag content I ever perceived was on Wild Presents Plus. And it changed me deeply, truly. And I was a senior in high school.
It probably made you feel something that you never felt before down in the nether regions.
It really did. It gave me a tingle in my dingle.
To Trixie and Katya. Honey, we're having a grand old time
do you
here
want more?
The Kelly Mantle Sound.
Oh, God, Jesus.
The Kelly Mantle Studios. And it's to me, honey,
Here's to the ladies.
Here's to the ladies.
Everybody loves
a cocktail in the morning. Oh, here's the ladies on.
We're getting the notification to wrap it up.
Oh my God. Thank you for coming to the Kelly Mantle Sound. We really appreciate you being here, Plasma.
Thank you, Kelly.
You're wonderful.
It's been an honor of a lifetime.
And tune in next week over here on the Kelly Mantle Sound. And Patreon, go join Patreon.
Go join the goddamn Patreon. And also, I want to say a personal thank you to Kelly Mantle and the University of Oklahoma Weizenhofer College of Fine Arts for bringing the two of us dumb, stupid people together in harmony and unison in Los Angeles, California in the year of our Lord 2025.
Thank you. Plasma.
Kelly.